Southampton, along with one to Wallace Mill at Brigstock in Northamptonshire for winning second prize in the industrial section. Marcus Powell reports.
The Quay Theatre began life in the late 18th century as a granary supplied by horse-drawn barges. It became a hay-pressing centre to feed horses on the front in the First World War and was later converted to generate the town's first electricity supplies. Subsequently, it stored bulldozers and heavy machinery before finding its real vocation as a centre for the arts. By 1977, the local Amateur Dramatic Society had found a home, but not before they'd raised over £100,000 to make it habitable, an achievement which the judges acknowledged. Rarely had they seen so much raised by so few to such good effect.
Well, I think it's great to have national recognition for something that started off as very much a local Sudbury Dramatic Society and Amateur Dramatic Society project. I think that it reflects well on all those people who had faith in us at the very beginning and put their money and backed the project.
Apart from the sort of prestige, will it bring you any tangible rewards, do you think?
Well, I think we're going to have a plaque to put on the wall, which would be rather nice, but I think the fact that we're going to be featured in national newspapers, you know, puts the town itself on the map and hopefully will increase tourism generally in the town, which we've been aiming to do ourselves for the last 3 years.
What were the special features, do you think, which gave you the edge over some of your other competitors?
Well, I think the building itself is a remarkable one, and the setting it's now in, compared with when we actually took the building over, is a complete contrast. We have waterside views and everything else. But I think the judges were also very impressed with how the building runs and the fact that we are open every day of the year and that there's, basically, as our slogan goes, something for everyone here.
Was it particularly tricky to actually convert it into a theatre?
Yes, I mean, it was something that we drew up all sorts of different schemes. There wasn't sort of one blueprint that we kept to, we kept changing, and just this August we've opened a further extension, having proved the need for that in 2.5 years. But I think that it satisfies most of the needs that we wish to put the building to now.
Keeping the shows rolling relies heavily on volunteers offering a host of ingredients for a variety of tastes. There's jazz, rock, art exhibitions and films alongside professional and amateur theatre, and if you want to stage your own shows you can even hire the appropriate costumes. The building has now officially been hailed as a success, but with little or no cash coming in from arts groups and local authorities, it's the public who hold the key to the future.
We've always said from the outset that we hope to break even, and we still very, very much hope to break even, but it is very difficult to present the sort of programme that we're attempting to do and make any sort of profit at all. At the moment we're negotiating with our local authority and with the Eastern Arts Association so that we may hopefully soon get a small contribution towards our running costs, which would allow us to continue to develop.
And we'll be back with more key stories from the region tomorrow. Good night.
Conservation Awards announced today by the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors and The Times. First prize in the recreational class goes to the Quay Theatre Development Trust at Sudbury in Suffolk. Bob Ledwidge has the details.
The conversion of this 200-year-old granary and warehouse has revitalised the riverside at Sudbury. The Quay Theatre opened 3 years ago after local people had raised over £100,000 to complete the transformation. The judges say they've rarely seen a case of so much money being raised by so few to such good effect. The building's now a focus for the arts in this part of East Anglia. This autumn it's staging plays by Terence Rattigan and Arnold Wesker and concerts by rock, jazz and blues bands. According to the judges, the Quay Theatre has been admirably converted and restored. For the people of Sudbury, it serves a social as well as an artistic purpose, and they're delighted that the building which they converted has achieved national recognition from the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors. 1